Women need to protest. Is that what you said? Yeah, dude, I know. If only women protested harder, like this would not have happened. You know what I mean? They need to protest and they need to also they need to vote harder. Boys, never forget. The only way that we can fucking defeat these evil Republicans is by voting extra hard and also giving more money to the Democratic Party. I just want to point this out. Does it seem like the Democratic Party is in charge right now? Does it seem like the Democratic Party is actually, empowered? Does it seem like they control the White House? They have a slim but still a majority in the Senate and certainly a majority in the House of Representatives. Well, doesn't matter actually. It's not enough because the Republicans already fucked up the Supreme Court. They already fucking padded the deck. They already put a bunch of activist judges in lower courts. They already put a bunch of activist judges in the Supreme Court. They're also sidestepping the legislative body by using state legislatures. So as long as you keep voting Democrat, but you just like, this is on you. I want everybody to know if there's one person to blame for everything that's happening right now, it's you, the American voter, okay? Because you didn't vote hard enough. And more importantly, how dare you? You didn't give Nancy Pelosi more money. It's your fault. Send a tweet that you're live. I just did, bro. Look, there it is. It's in front of your fucking eyes, Simon Applesauce. What's wrong with you? He says, send a tweet that you're live, Sag. Literally directly in front of your eyes. Here, go retweet this, juice this, let the people know we're live and we're fucking alive, okay? A lot of people are blaming Bernie. It's actually insane. Jail. There are so many people that I would love to fucking throw in perma-jail. There are so many people that I would love to just like throw maybe off of a fucking volcano in Minecraft. Do you know what I mean? Like anyone that immediately runs to say, oh my God, this is Susan Sarandon's fault. Like if your immediate rush in the aftermath of like Roe v. Wade being overturned, okay, and women's rights being severely restricted, women and anyone that wants to get this medical procedure is now restricted from getting it in multiple states that immediately had trigger laws that were set in place waiting for this very moment, and also numerous states and attorney generals in numerous states have already came out and talked about how what do you call it? That they're going to criminalize abortion in some capacity. I'm sorry, I know it's based. Yeah, it's based. I know it's based. I mean, okay. I just thought that there was going to be something like interesting or unique here. Okay, I'm just going to point out something here, okay? If you've been in this community for a very long time, you probably heard me talk about these issues many times over, okay? I've said and exhausted every fucking avenue. I've done the debate purgatory route. I've literally covered every single fucking thing that I've had to say about abortion, okay? He's right. The Planned Parenthood guy, the grandson of Margaret Sanger is completely right, okay? Yes. Banning abortions does not actually ban abortions. It just makes abortions less safe. You can't stop someone from having an abortion. Also, figuring out whether someone actually had an abortion or if they just had a simple miscarriage is really difficult, okay? It's kind of difficult. You can't figure it out. What's to say that this person drank a lot of fucking alcohol and that's why they had an abortion, a miscarriage, right? What's to say that they exercised too hard and that's why they had a miscarriage? So that kind of criminalization is literally anti-women. That's it. Okay? Anyone who tells you that like the pro-life people are actually pro-life are fucking delusional, psychopathic morons, okay? You're either a fucking idiot or you're the biggest piece of shit on the planet. It's like well established. At this point, it's literally as well established as like having a fucking stance on slavery, okay? You should be able to straight up say slavery is bad. If you have this opinion like, oh, well, I don't know, I mean, no comment, then yeah, you're pro-slavery. Fuck you. Same with this, okay? When it comes down to it, with abortion, if you have an opinion on whether or not the government should be able to control this medical procedure, you're a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Your mom is a piece of shit if she feels that way. Your dad's a piece of shit if he feels that way. Your uncle, definitely a piece of shit regardless. Most uncles are. Sorry to the uncles, okay? I'm not an uncle yet, but when I am an uncle, I will also be a piece of shit. But listen. It's just, it is what it is. It is what it is. like the idea, the notion, the attitude of like, oh, let's fucking spare people's feelings and act like this is an intellectual conversation, that an intellectual back and forth is completely idiotic and completely unproductive. I hate everyone. I hate the fucking Republicans, obviously, who are capitulating and also mercilessly and viciously creating a process, mercilessly and viciously creating a process in which they are able to undermine the majority's will. Okay, this is not even a fucking. This is like 700K lives saved today. What do you mean, Comrade Nugget? You're like a what? What are you, like a comrade guy, but who's like anti-abortion? Is that what you're saying? 700K lives saved today. Anyway, motherfuck the Republican Party. The Republican Party, which is operating on just pure spite politics. There's never going to be any material solution for the working class from the Republican Party. Anyway, they're purely on vengeance politics, purely on spite politics. All they do and care about is actually harming the marginalized communities, so that the Republican base feels like they got one on them. You know what I mean? Feels like they're. I might be living in West Virginia and have no teeth and haven't had a job in fucking 25 years because industry failed us and left us behind. But hey, at least the homosexuals are getting what they deserve. That kind of attitude. Republicans are serving brutality on a platter for people like that. The Democrats are feckless and cowardly and also criminally negligent, in my opinion. They don't give a fuck. All they care about is like Republicans being violent and brutal and horrifying so that they can, send me fucking emails like Nancy Pelosi. Stop sending me emails, man. You fucking dumbass. I'm never going to give you money. I hate you, okay? You're such a piece of shit. You're literally making me not want to ever fucking vote Democrat ever again. Jesus Christ, bro. Every time something happens, dude, I swear to God, every Democratic staffer is just like rock hard. Oh my God, did they fucking take away abortion rights from women? I am so fucking hard right now. I could cut a diamond, okay? My nipples are rock hard right now. Holy fuck. Time to do a mass blast of emails. Hey, I know times are tough right now. I know inflation is fucking sky high. But guess what? You should probably give us more money. You should give me, Nancy Pelosi, like 100 millionaire who has the most prolific, best fucking analyst on the entire planet, best stock trader on the entire planet, Paul Pelosi, right at her fucking heel, and you want more money from everybody, dude. Hey, are you bagging groceries right now for $7.25? You should give Nancy Pelosi money. That is the most horrifyingly awful thing to do. It's so disgusting, dude. I fucking hate the Democratic Party as well. Why do I hate the Democratic Party? They had what? Fucking 20 instances where they could have codified Roe v. Wade when they had a supermajority, when they had a filibuster-proof majority, including under Obama. They didn't do that. Ruth Bader Ginsburg could have fucking retired under Obama. Many people were demanding this. They didn't fucking do that because that was sexist, sweaty. So shouts out to Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She's burning in fucking hell right now. This is her goddamn legacy. Good job, Ruth. Good job, Ruth. I'm so glad that you were like, I won't die. I've only had cancer 11 fucking times. I can just go and officiate a wedding in the middle of COVID as a 97-year-old woman who's had cancer 100 times. Congratulations, Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Thanks for fucking croaking in the middle of Donald Trump's presidency. That was fucking tight. Okay? Thanks for not leaving. Thanks for not actually opening up that seat for anyone else. You were doing some girl boss shit. Congratulations. Okay? You're in hell. You're burning in hell. So that's awesome. Okay? Whew. Nancy Pelosi will be burning in hell when she inevitably fucking croaks, but evil never dies unless it's Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So I guess that's what happened. Also, do you like Barack Obama? Fuck no, I don't like Barack Obama. Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. Now, where were we? So Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Nancy Pelosi can suck me. Who else? Obviously, the entire Republican Party should be, tried in a totally legal process and actually thrown in permanent jail, under the jail. Like literally every single one. There's not a single Republican politician that deserves to to hold office, let alone breathe fresh air for the rest of their lives. But most Democrats too, for the record. Like, I'm a centrist on this issue. Like, I don't give a fuck. You could put all the fucking Democrats in jail, most of them, and as long as you're gonna put most of the Republicans in jail too. I'm in favor of that. So there's that. Fuck the Supreme Court, obviously. Fuck this entire system that makes it feel like there is even a semblance of democracy, even though there's none. Obviously, there's not even a democratic process in theory. The Senate has inequality built into the fucking structure itself. Obviously, that's the reason why you have California, a state that's more populous than like 13 fucking states combined, have the same number of senators. So motherfuck the Senate. Also, fuck the Electoral College. Twice now, you've had out of all the almost every single Supreme Court justice that is in the Supreme Court currently, with the exception of the liberal ones, obviously, were appointed by presidents that lost the popular vote. Think about that. George W. Bush in 2000 literally stole the election in 2000 by utilizing the Supreme Court. So that was cool. That was really fun time for the Supreme Court. People that were a part of the Brooks Brothers riots on the legal team side are now in the Supreme Court. Literally, shouts out to Brett Kavanaugh, Amy Covid Barrett. Even domestically, we are treating American citizens for the most part like we treat children in Afghanistan, with no fucking care, no care for their safety, security whatsoever. Obviously not to the same degree, considering that we also steal Afghanistan's money, and they just had a massive earthquake where 1,000 people died, and we destroyed their country for the past 20 years. We're horrifying and brutal overseas, but now we're basically turning that fucking violence over back into America in more meaningful ways, and being more horrifying and more brutal to groups, to populations that to specific identity groups, to specific marginalized communities that we weren't as brutal to for the past, like, I don't know, fucking 40, 50 years. Things were getting a little bit better functionally, but it's not better at all. It's really fucking awful. One thing you should never forget is that the very moment that you fucking take your foot off the gas pedal, these motherfuckers are going to kill you, okay? That's just the Republican agenda, all right? Libs acting like this was the fall of democracy when it's been that for 40 years, even longer than that. I mean, it's just like, yeah, we're going to... Chat, if you have a period tracker, delete it. Yeah, that's right. If you live in a red state and you have a period tracker, that information might be used by law enforcement agencies. Not entirely certain how that's going to work for the time being, but... that is one way that they could track and figure out whether you had a miscarriage or an abortion or deny you travel or whatever, depending on how restrictive they want to choose to get. For example, if you have a period tracking app, okay? If you have a period tracking app and you track that your period is late, like you could have your travel restricted, you know what I mean? Eventually. There's some ones that only store data on your device. I don't know. Anyway, hold on. Fuck the Constitution too. Don't forget that. Exactly. Constitution is fucking bullshit, obviously. Kind of hilarious that a bunch of fucking slave-owning pedophile rapists were deciding what to do for the country for forever, you know what I mean? Yeah, oh my God, there were robust debates about the humanity of black people. No, there weren't. Doesn't matter. Oh, the overwhelming majority of them were pedophiles, slave, or rapists, so who gives a fuck what they have to think? They got owned, dude. A founding father would have a fucking aneurysm and die immediately the moment that they came out of a fucking time capsule if there was such technology, okay? They would literally start convulsing and kill themselves almost spontaneously when they walk over to fucking Times Square and then see a Tim Pool ad. You know what I mean? They'd be like, what the fuck's going on? They'd be like, oh, black people are walking around. What the fuck is this? Holy shit, things are so bad. Benjamin Franklin would literally be like, what do you mean? Germans are just considered white now? They're not swarthy? What the fuck? This is unacceptable. Okay?